crafters, for today's DIY, we will be making 3 little rustic houses. If you like DIYs and staying on a budget, this craft and channel is for you. You may purchase most of your materials at Dollar Tree, or you might even have some in your backyard. Let's jump right in and let's get crafty. I found these wooden houses at Dollar Tree. You can paint the back with acrylic paint, or you can completely remove the back paper like I did with a blade. I found this method a little better, so the paint will give it a better coverage. And with some sandpaper, I sanded it down so the paint will stick better. I'm using acrylic paint, and the brand I'm using is Folk Art, and it's multi-surface. For better protection, use a sealer to seal your paint. I did remove the backing completely just so it was easier to paint, and I glued it back together with a glue gun. And this cute little sign was at Dollar Tree. I will only be using the word nest, and I'll save the rest for another project. The other materials you will need are some rocks and a stick. I got mine from my tree outside. Break your nicest branch, and this will be where your little rock family will sit. I have already carefully chosen each rock to form my little family, including my 2 dogs. And we are now ready to glue. With a paint marker, I will be going over the word hour. I feel my little branch needs a few more, so I will just add a few more branches. The results are super cute, and I can't wait to display this in my home. I'd love to see yours. Let's move on to our second project, sunflower wooden houses. And as always, I will list materials in the description below. We will be using the same Dollar Tree houses we used in the prior project. Remove your back with a razor blade, just as we did in the first house. For this project, we will be using jumbo craft sticks. Place them on the back of your house, and with the pencil, mark where you will cut with some scissors. Do the same with your second house, making sure your craft sticks are not curved so they lay flat on your house. I will be painting my house with some acrylic paint. I'm watering down for a stained look. I'm using brown and a black acrylic paint. Once it dries, you will see how the color looks like a stain. Add more brown or black depending on how dark or brown you want it. Paint your other craft sticks as well, and paint your house frame too. And of course, once dry, you can always seal your work with a sealer. I will be using tacky glue to glue down my craft sticks to the back of my house. I will also add 3 more extra craft sticks for extra support. We'll set aside to dry, and we will make our second house. For this house, I will be cutting some sticks I found in my tree outside to make my roof. And with your glue gun, just glue the sticks down. I cut this top part from a foam board. I traced the back part I removed from my house. I glued it down with my glue gun, and this will form part of my roof. I am now adding some rocks. Set aside, and we will paint these white later. In the meantime, we will paint our sticks in acrylic white paint. And I decided to add a bit of white to my house as well. We will use these mini glass containers you can find at Dollar Tree for our vases. They come in a pack of 4. I also bought these small sunflowers at Dollar Tree, which are the perfect size. And I added some twine to the vases for decor. Moving on to assembling, glue some moss to the bottom of your house and also glue your vase with your hot glue gun. Shred your moss with your hands or cut with some scissors so it's smaller and easier to glue. These wooden houses are so rustic, and the sunflowers give it that final touch. Let's jump right into our third little house project, the log house. So, do you remember the backing to the prior project? We will be using it for this project. Remove your paper sticker as best as you can. I will be tracing my house with this self-adhesive shelf liner from Dollar Tree. They do carry a darker shade that I've seen there as well. I decided to add some Mod Podge for extra security since I will be gluing some small logs on this. You can also just use regular Elmer's glue. You may also Mod Podge over it if you'd like. Moving on to these small little logs I found at Dollar Tree, I will be using to glue as a border on my house. I glued each row first, then I glued on my surface. I just found this to be easier. And so they'd stay in the same place I wanted them. I also added a little log for a chimney. And I had this small clip from a past project and I will use on this log house. For your back, you can use a sawtooth or some twine if you'd like to hang. An easel back would work too if you want a standing picture frame. If you enjoyed today's DIYs, don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiration. And remember, every house is built by someone, but the builder of all things is God. Hebrews 3:4. See you next time and stay crafty.